Good morning, friends. Happy Sunday. Sorry I'm a little late today. I was making coffee, but it turns out that I bought hot chocolate pods instead of coffee pods yesterday. So making my second cup now with the few that I had left over. So gather up your things and we will get started. Nothing particularly special today. Make sure you've got room to move and we'll get going. So I'll be right back. My coffee's finished. Bye. Hi, Jen. Okay, so once you're ready, we'll find a comfortable seated or laying down position to start class with. And just take these first couple moments while I wait for people to get settled, to relax, kind of find your breath, see what it feels like today. Change the breath to be in through the nose and out through the mouth. Good morning, everyone. Thanks for being here. We are just coming to a starting position, so that can be seated, it can be lying down, whatever you prefer, but just get comfortable, kind of check in with your body. We made it through another week. Hi, Joanna and Emma. So happy you guys are here. Big crowd today. I'm excited. So, end of another week, start of another one, depends how you view Sunday. I like to think of it as the start of my next week. You guys are starting it off on a great note here. So, kind of picture today as time to take care of your body, take care of your spirit, and we'll get started moving here in a few. But for now, feel all the places that your body makes contact with the earth. And as you exhale, try to relax around those points of contact. So if you're seated, it might be your sit bones and your ankles. If you're laying down, it might be your heels and your calves and a lot more points of contact if you're laying full out on the mat. Cheers to my other coffee drinkers. Next, we'll bring more attention and mindfulness to your breath. So start to breathe in through the nose, not all at once on this breath, but slowly over the next couple of breaths. Fill up a little bit deeper into your lungs each time. And let's start that exhale out of the mouth, kind of an audible sigh. So in through the nose. And just an out loud from the mouth. Do that a few times. And again, we're trying to fill up as much as you can into your lungs, down into the belly. Maybe you even feel a little stretch through your hips. And a big sigh out of the mouth. Use this time too at the beginning of practice to kind of set anything that's been on your mind aside. We want to really only focus on and think about the breath and the movements that are part of class. And not worry about other thoughts or tasks or worries, things like that. So take a few more deep breaths. Find one word or kind of phrase that you can focus on or have be your intention for today, and maybe spread out into your week. In the past, we've done things like celebrate or gratitude, something positive that you can really focus on today. My fam's leaving. Bye, guys. As we move, and if your mind wanders, you'll come back to that particular thought. If you're in Tulsa, it's beautiful out, so I would suggest focusing on the outdoors and the beautiful sunshine, and just kind of imagine yourself in that outdoor place, even if you're not right now. So sun on your face, birds singing, breeze in your hair, and we'll get started. So if you are laying down, let's come to a seated position. We'll start crisscross. So just find a comfortable seat. See if you can relax through your shoulders, your neck and your jaw. And I would like to say I've officially reached 2 ages. One age where I like to do yard work on the weekends, and the other age where I'm sore from doing yard work on the weekends. So we're gonna do some low back stuff today for myself, but I also know that that is frequently requested here by you guys, so hopefully you find some benefit as well. Also, the backs of my legs from bending over and planting and pulling weeds are sore too, so we'll get those stretched out as well. For now, take a deep breath in through the nose, and exhale, drop your left ear over to your left shoulder. Try to keep your shoulders nice and relaxed as you tilt your head to the side. Then we'll inhale to come back up through center. Exhale, right ear to right shoulder. Nice length on the top side of the neck here. A breath or two. And inhale, come up. One more time to each side. Deep breath in here in the center. And exhale to the opposite side. Left ear to left shoulder. Inhale through center. And exhale, right ear to right shoulder. Inhale, come through center. Exhale, drop your chin to your chest and just let the weight of your head kind of add a stretch here for you. Keep your hands in your lap or on your thighs. And then we'll inhale to come up. Reach the arms up overhead, get nice and tall, big stretch like you're trying to gather energy between your hands. And exhale, press the hands back down to the mat. Really reaching through the fingertips. We're gonna do this a few times. Inhale, reach up like you're trying to scoop all of the air together between your hands at the top. And then exhale, press down, energize through the hands. So you might feel this move up your arms a little bit. 2 more times. Inhale, big reach. Gather that energy. Exhale, press down. 1 more. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, press down. And this time we'll inhale to reach up, but our hands will come to meet one another at the top. Pressing palms together, up to you if you want to interlace the fingertips. I like to for a little extra grip. And then press that pointer finger up to the sky. Squeeze your ears between your arms. 2 deep breaths here. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Energize through the pointer fingers. One more deep breath in. And exhale, hands will come to the ground behind you. Press through the fingertips. There she is. Hi, sister. Press through the fingertips into the ground behind you as you lift your chest. So your shoulder blade muscles are working to squeeze together as you press into the finger pads. Behind you, your chest is lifting and you're sitting up tall. 2 deep breaths here. Hi. Your fans are watching. Ooh. Deep breath in and exhale. Just relax your hands to your knees. Take a couple big shoulder rolls. Any direction. You can alternate shoulders or move them together. What do you think? Okay. We've got one more little shoulder stretch here before we move on. So bring both arms out in front of you. Then we'll take the right arm underneath the left. Bring the hands back towards your face. You can have the backs of your hands together, or if you're able, twist the fingertips to the palm of the opposite hand. Press the elbows forward, reach the fingertips up, hold here 3 deep breaths. In through the nose, out through the mouth. One more breath. And exhale, release. Roll the shoulders out, then we'll switch sides. Both hands out in front again. This time left arm underneath the right. Fold the hands back towards you, interlace or place the finger pads on the palm if you're able. Otherwise, backs of the hands come together. Elbows come forward, fingertips lift up. 3 deep breaths on this side. One more. And exhale, release the hands, couple more shoulder rolls. Okay, let's come around to a tabletop position. Let's see what's happening on here. I got some messages. Tabletop position. You guys okay? Is the video working? So from tabletop, we'll start to move into cat and cow with the breath. Let me know, guys, if the video is not working. I'm gonna hop on here and type some comments out to you. So on your inhale, you'll drop your belly down like cow pose, and on your exhale, you'll press up like cat pose. Continue to move this way with your breath. Okay. Nice troubleshooting, guys. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. So, everyone's in cat and cow. So we're on hands and knees. You're breathing down and expanding through the torso on your inhale. And on your exhale, you're kind of tucking up like that angry black cat. Press into your hands to send your shoulder blades up to the sky. Move through this at your own breath pace for a couple more rounds. All right, I'll come join you. Hello. Sit. So one more time, real big inhale to cow, real big exhale right out of the mouth to cat. And then let's just inhale to a neutral spine. All right. So from here, bring your left hand to the back side of your head. Your elbow will go out to the side. We're going to move with the breath here. So on your inhale, you're going to open your chest up to the left side. Left hand is on the head, left elbow's up. You're opening to the left side. And then you'll exhale, curl down. See if you can bring your elbow to the right side wrist. And then inhale to open up. So this is just a variation of our usual thread the needle that we do sometimes. Here it is from another angle. Left hand behind the head. Inhale, open up. Exhale, elbow comes down just to the inside of the right arm. We're not trying to bend down too much to get it to the floor. Inhale, open up. Exhale, come down. Do this a couple times. This is really good for your thoracic spine and your shoulders. Inhale to open. Exhale to close. One more time. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Let's switch sides. So left hand comes back down to the ground. Right arm is up, hand behind your head. Inhale to open and exhale to close. Inhale to open, exhale to close. 2 more. Inhale, open, exhale, close. Last one. And exhale, close. Bring your hands back down to the ground. We're going to tuck the toes in the back for downward facing dog. Lifting up and back. Oh boy, this is where that weed pulling, I can feel it. So couple things to remember. Reach your heels down to the ground. They don't have to touch. Lift your hips up by pressing into your hands, and then press your chest towards your thighs. Your knees can bend as much as they need to. Look at the bend in mind. So much. There's no need to try to straighten out the knees. All right? Getting hot. Let's see how it's going. Okay, good. Still working for everyone. So just take a couple minutes here in down dog to pedal out the feet, alternate moving your hips side to side. This can feel so good, even though it's a fairly challenging pose. Nope. Good, keep walking the dog, shifting the weight side to side. Inhale, raise up on your toes. Exhale, tiptoe forward to the front of the mat. And release into your forward fold here. It feels so good on the back of the legs. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Just stand here, kind of get your bearing straight. First time standing in class today. Thumbs at your chest. Close your eyes, feel yourself balance here for a moment. I'll walk us through kind of what to expect for the rest of class. It's going to be a little bit of a combination of yesterday's sun salutes and a warrior practice that we did a few weeks ago. We're not going to move too quickly, so in that sense it will still be very gentle and slow and mindful, but we will do several standing postures before we move back down to some great low back gentle twists. So that's what you have coming. Take a deep breath in, reach the arms up, get as tall as you can, and exhale, fold down, send the hips back as you fold forward. Inhale to halfway lift, spine gets long, head reaches forward. Exhale, fold. Step the right foot back first, followed by the left. So from here, if you would like to, you can press straight to downward facing dog. Or you can lower yourself all the way or part way down to the mat. Inhale to lift. And exhale, now you press to downward facing dog. So that's just a little bit of a variation. Decide what you need today. From our down dog now, we'll inhale the right foot up behind you. And exhale, step the right foot forward between your hands and raise yourself up. Arms will come up. Hold here for 2 breaths. Very good. Take a deep breath in. Reach up on your exhale. Open your hips and your chest to the left side. So you're totally facing the left side of the room. I'm going to flip around so I can see you. This is Warrior 2. We're going to sink down as low as you want. So lengthen your stance if you want more stretch. The back foot is parallel to the back of the mat. And arms are parallel to the floor. 2 deep breaths here. Very good. On your next inhale, press the front knee straight as you reach the arms up overhead. The front right foot is going to pivot, so now you're completely facing the left side. Exhale, hands to your heart, or hands to your hips. Shift your hips back as you fold down in a wide-legged forward fold here. Shift your hips side to side. Stretch those out a little bit. You can play around too with walking your hands side to side or walking your hands back between the legs. Just move around some and see where it feels good. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, we'll walk the hands back towards the right foot to the front of the mat. Press off the left toes to come forward into forward fold at the top of your mat. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, fold down, hips shift back. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Plant your hands, step the left foot back first, followed by the right. Your option here, lower down or go straight to your downward facing dog. Inhale to lift the chest, nice little stretch on the front side here. Exhale, fold, downward facing dog. Big exhale out of the mouth. And then when you're ready, inhale the left foot up behind you. Exhale, step the left foot forward. And inhale, lift your torso up. So this first lunge is a crescent or a high lunge. Since the heel is up in the back, it doesn't get to count as a warrior. But I think it provides a really wonderful stretch through the hip flexor of that leg that is stepped back. So choose how long you want your stance to be. 2 deep breaths here. Deep breath in, reach up. As you exhale now, open up to the right side of the room, hips and chest. Warrior 2 to this side. Sink down. 2 breaths. Very good. We'll inhale, press the front leg straight, reach the arms up overhead, pivot on the left heel this time to bring the left foot to face the right. Exhale, hands to hips. Shift your hips back as you fold down. Hands come to the ground. You can bend into each side a little bit. Just move around here in a way that feels good to you. One more deep breath. Let's inhale, press into your hands, maybe your fingertips, to lift the chest up so your back is as straight as you're able. If you have a block or a book, you can grab it. If not, use your fingertips. Leave the left fingertips on the ground, maybe in like a tent shape. Inhale the right arm up to open to the right side. Nice little twist here. 2 breaths. And exhale the right hand down. Inhale, left arm lifts up. One more deep breath. And exhale, left arm comes down. Take a deep breath in, walk your hands back to the front of the mat, so to the left. Press off the right toes to come into forward fold at the top. And inhale, reach the arms up to stand. Exhale, hands to your heart. Very good. We're going to move into a warrior 3 next for our balance today. So let's start on the right foot. Just lift the right toes up, but press into as much of the rest of the right foot as you can without letting the toes grip the mat too much. So toes are up and lifted. Okay, just let them relax now. They can touch the ground now. Inhale the left leg up in front of you like this. And on our exhale, we're going to move from the hip to fold down. I'm gonna run out of room. Fold down, kick the left leg behind you, but your torso's moving down with the left leg lifting in the back. So you come to a nice capital T shape here. Hands can stay on your hips, or they can reach down for something to balance on, or a wall in front of you. Try to rotate the left hip down to the mat a little bit more. We have a tendency to kind of open up to help keep us balanced. But we want to try to square the hips to the mat. Press strong into that right foot. 3 deep breaths. 2 and 3. My legs are tired. Without setting the foot down, see if you're able to inhale, bring the left knee back up through the center, and then exhale, let it come down. Nice job. Wiggle the left toes as you find the grounding for the left foot. Okay, so press firmly into the whole left foot. Right knee comes up, hands on your hips. Take a deep breath in and exhale, tip forward as you send the right leg back. Coming down to the capital T shape. And then we'll twist just a little bit. Bring the right hip down just a tiny bit. Square to the mat. 3 deep breaths. Press firmly into the right foot as if you were pressing it to touch the wall behind you. One more breath. And we'll inhale to come back up to standing. Try to sweep it up without tapping the right foot to the floor. And exhale down. Good job. Shake the knees out. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, dive down. We're going to come through our last vinyasa. Inhale to halfway lift, or our last down dog and up dog. Exhale, fold. Plant your hands, step either foot back first. Does not matter. Move down to the ground if you would like, or come straight to your downward facing dog. Okay, couple deep breaths here. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Last time for down dog, so get the feeling that you need from it. Maybe some walking out again. You can really try to twist through your hips. One more deep breath. And then we'll inhale down to your knees. Exhale, walk your hands towards your legs as you sit back on your heels. Stay here for a breath or two if this is comfortable. If this is extremely uncomfortable, go ahead and come to a comfortable seated position. And we'll walk the hands back, forward, send your legs out in front of you. This is one of my favorite sequences for the hips and the low back. So I hope that you enjoy it. We'll leave the left leg sticking straight out. Hug the right knee into your chest. We're going to take it in a couple different phases here. We've done this before. I'm not sure if you have caught that class or not, but this may seem familiar. If you want an added element of thought, I guess, not strategy, I'm not sure of the word. Focus on your left foot and see if you can keep your left toes separated from one another as we do this. So keep spreading them. It's called yogi toes. Most yogis are able to really spread their toes wide apart. So see if you can do that as well. Hug the right knee in close to you. Sit up nice and tall. Couple deep breaths here to start. Come back to that word or phrase that you are focusing on today. For me, it's the beautiful outdoors. Can't wait to spend as much time as I can outside today. So something to be grateful for. We're not totally shut in. Next move, we'll take the right foot across the left leg. Keep your body facing forward, so we're not twisting quite yet, but it's up to you. If you want to kind of hug the knee in, you get a little more stretch on the right hip, the right side booty, or you can just cross it over and kind of hold it in place. Good, we've got our third installment next. So just to check in, make sure you're sitting up as tall as you can. Both cheeks are on the mat, so we're not rolling into the left side. Hug the right knee in as close as you can to yourself as you start to twist to the right side. And this is where you can use the left arm as a little bit of leverage to help you deepen the twist. So this feels really great to the low backs. If you need more stretch for your glute, there's something else you can do instead. You can hug the knee in instead of bringing the arm around the back side and kind of hug the leg up to you, and you lose the twist through the upper body, but it feels really great to the hip. So think about what would serve you the best today and choose that for yourself. I'm going for the twist. All right, let's take 2 deep breaths. 1, and again. Okay, keep the foot crossed. We're going to unwind and twist to the left side. It'll feel a little bit different coming out of that cross leg, but sit up as tall as you can. Use your hands, right hand on the right knee, left hand behind you for support. 2 deep breaths. And we'll unwind back to center. Uncross the right leg. Take a deep breath in. Bend through the knees as you exhale from the hips. Reach for your feet, your ankles, your shins. And then we'll inhale to come up. Same thing on the opposite side. So really press into the right foot. Try to separate those right toes. Hug the left knee in. Sit up as tall as you can. 2 deep breaths here. You guys know what's coming, but try to stay in the pose that we're in. When you're ready, we'll cross the left foot over the right leg. No twisting yet, just sit here and hold. 2 deep breaths. Keep the right toes working. Okay, time for that third customized step. So you get to choose if you want that hip or glute stretch on this side. Kind of hug the knee to the chest without twisting too much. You're just pulling the leg across your space to really get the stretch going on the left side hip. Or you can go for the lower back twist. Right arm comes to the outside of the left knee. Big twist, sit up tall. Try not to lean over to one side. Both sit bones into the ground. 3 deep breaths. On your next inhale, we'll slowly unwind. Keep the left foot across your leg. Bring the left arm around to hook onto the left knee. Right arm comes right around behind you. Sit up tall. 3 deep breaths on this side. Last one. And inhale, unwind. Both legs out in front of you. Bend the knees. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, fold. Be thinking about if there's any particular stretch that you want to add on to the end of class. This is our last movement here, chosen by me, but I want to give you time to add on here. If there's any other pose that you would like to do for a few breaths, go ahead and add that on. Perhaps a butterfly pose like this to open up through the hips. You can lay on your back and do a bridge pose or happy baby. Anything that you were hoping for today that we didn't do. Some laying down twists might feel good. But take some time to give yourself and be clear to yourself about what you need, and go ahead and take that pose for 2 to 3 breaths before settling down to our final step. Okay, let's go ahead and settle down into whatever position is the most comfortable and relaxing for you at the end of these classes. So you can lay flat on your back, you can find a wall and go legs up the wall, you can come close to a chair and prop your legs up on the chair, but just kind of settle down as much as you can into your final pose. I'm gonna bring you guys down to the floor with me. Okay, once you're there, bring your attention back to your breath. Deep, full breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. A couple rounds of that as you get heavy around all the places that your body meets the floor or the furniture. One last little conscious relaxation of each point in your body, including your mind and your heart. And we'll go through our favorite 4-point meditation, starting with gratitude. Let's keep it focused to this specific day. So pick 2 to 3 things that you are grateful to have in your life today. Whether it's something that's coming up this afternoon, something that already happened this morning, and just pause and really appreciate the presence of that in your life. And number 2, we'll move on to a specific person for our love lift today. Think of them with you maybe in a happy, warm, sunshiny place. Especially if they're having a hard time right now, either with finances or kids being home. Just picture them free of worries, even if just for a minute, in this happy place that you're imagining. Picture warm sunshine light coming down onto them and just filling them up. Put good vibes out there today. Then we'll move on to your part, specifically what you need from today. Sometimes it can be calmness, peace, action, if you need to kind of get out of a rut of laying around all the time, which is fine. I'm not trying to say that how you're coping with this isn't valid, but you know yourself, and sometimes a little action or productivity can help pull you out of a slump if that's where you are. So be true to yourself. State specifically what you need today, and then think of one thing you can do to get closer to that. And then finally, we'll end with as much time as you need or want here, quiet on the floor. Your mind should be as clear as possible. And you deserve this time and this space to yourself. So take as much as you need. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll see you guys this week for workouts and more stretching. So happy that you're here.